Money Moves with Myth
Oh,
2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a mother movie. So today we're going to be reacting to yet another video from one of my favorite YouTubers, Tale from the Streets YouTube. His link will be in the description. And so he interviews this chick, is young, homeless, pregnant, and so we're gonna be giving our personal perspectives on the video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and let's get straight into the content.
yeah.
All right, so what's your name?
Andresa?
Andresa?
Yeah.
How old are you?
20.
Where are you from originally?
Oakland, California.
Okay. And what are you doing all the way out here in Phoenix?
Family.
How long ago did you come out here?
Like 9 years ago.
Okay. So you were what, like maybe 11 years old or something?
Like 12, yeah.
So what's your current situation? You homeless?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? How long have you been homeless?
Since I was like 15. But right now I'm about to get a place. I'm going through adoption program.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What do you mean an adoption program? What does that mean?
I'm pregnant, so I'm gonna give the baby up, and they're gonna help you with housing and stuff like that.
How far?
And the crazy thing about it is, it's like, a lot of these homeless people can't get no help from none of these programs until they got something valuable, which a human being is very valuable. Unless you got something to give up. If you have HIV, you can get housing. Um, if you have certain circumstances, you probably can get housing. But this is insane. I never heard anything about an adoption program to give you housing. You know, it's sad, bro. Like, the cost of living is way too high. Like, it's pricing everybody out. Like, nobody can afford to live. But let's keep it moving.
How long are you?
I think like 2, maybe 3 months.
Okay. And that's your baby's dad right there?
Yeah.
The one that I did the interview with?
Yeah.
On right now? Why did you decide to give it up for adoption?
Well, I have a 4-year-old and I'm barely able to take care of him right now.
Yeah.
Let alone another baby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd rather the baby have a better life than this life, you know?
So you're hoping he's gonna get a good family?
Yeah.
That's good, man. Who's taking care of your 4-year-old right now?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, she helps out a lot with that one.
And the crazy part about it is, like, I understand, like, she's homeless and she's not able to take care of her child, so she's giving them up for adoption. But the thing that I don't like about the adoption thing in the United States is that 9 times out of 10, if they take your child and somebody else adopts your child, then you give all your rights away to this person, meaning that no, they're not saying that like 5 years down the road you can come and say hello to your child or nothing like that. No, all your rights are gone. Like, and it's up to the child after the child's 18 or an adult to go see his biological parents. But the reason why a lot of women put their kids up for adoption is because they are going through circumstances that they don't want their kids to go through. But why is the state taking all of women's rights? Just because they're going through a hard time. I don't understand that. But let's keep it moving.
You don't think that your mom would be able to take care of the one that's coming?
Yeah, she would, but she already struggles with my son now.
Yeah.
and I don't want to put another baby on her, you know what I mean? And she's not ready for that. My mom's, she's 52. She's been having a lot of heart attacks lately, so
Okay.
I don't feel like she could handle that stress, you know?
And what about your dad? Is he in the
He's
picture?
dead. No, my dad's dead.
I'm sorry to hear that. So, how was your childhood growing up?
CPS involved mainly until I was like 11. Then I was in and out of group homes till I aged out.
Okay. So you got taken by CPS?
Yeah.
What was going on at home that you got taken away?
My mom wasn't ready to quit doing.
Okay.
She's been clean for 6 years now.
That's good. What about like other family? You don't think you'd have other family that would be willing to take care of your kid, like a tia?
They didn't even want to take care of me.
Okay.
You know, when I was at CPS, they didn't want to help my mom or my grandma out to take care of me. So
Yeah.
I doubt it.
You still have your grandma too?
Yeah.
How's she doing? Is she good?
And that's crazy, guys. Like the support system that most people are supposed to have is non-existent in American culture anymore. I don't know about, you know, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing from a lot of people and what I have been through myself, it's like, you know, everybody for themselves. You know, you can't depend on your aunt, you can't depend on your granny, you can't depend on your uncle to step up when you're having a hard time and be like, okay, you know, it's like everybody's for themselves now, you know, and that makes it even more difficult for young people to thrive, you know. As you can see, she been in and out of foster care, homelessness ever since she was 15. So, you know, obviously, you know, if you're in a situation like this, I think you should uh have more safe protecting yourself if you're having sex. But that's just my personal opinion. Let's keep it moving.
She's good. She's just helping my other sister take care of her babies.
Yeah. Oh, so you have other sisters? How many siblings do you have?
I got 5 sisters and 1 brother.
Are they going through rough times too?
2 of them, that's it. The boy and 1 girl.
Okay.
Yeah, they're out here on the streets too.
So tell me a little bit more about that program. Like, so you have your baby, and then after that, they get you an apartment, or how does that
No,
work?
like they'll give me an apartment during my pregnancy,
Okay.
and like they'll help me whatever I need financially help with.
Yeah.
They'll do that. So I get my place next Monday.
Okay.
So from then to 2 weeks after I give birth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Only
And what
two
happens?
only 2 weeks to after you have birth. I thought that it takes like 6 weeks for like women to heal after they had a child. You know, it's crazy how, you know, when people get something from you that's extremely valuable, that's when they lend a hand out. But as soon as you're as soon as you have the baby, it's like, oh, we can't help you anymore. We can't give you any rehab programs. We can't help you get back on track with schooling and help you get a job. No. We got what we want and that's it. You know, bro, like this is crazy. But let's keep it moving.
After you give the child up, like, do they still keep on taking care of you after that, or
Just for 2 months is it.
it's just 2 months?
Yeah. And then we go our separate ways.
That's kind of crazy right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really doing it for the money. I just
Yeah.
want the baby to have somewhere.
Yeah. But you figure that, they probably help you out a little bit
Right.
longer, like maybe 6 months or a year,
Right.
so you could get back on your feet.
That's all
Yeah,
it's up.
and at least have time to heal up.
Is it going to be like an open adoption when you could go and try to get the baby back later on, or?
No, just like at least like I just told them if they could just send me photos.
Yeah.
You know.
So they'll be giving you updates?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what gender your baby's gonna be?
No, I don't.
No?
Not yet.
Do you get regular checkups?
My next appointment is the next Tuesday, actually. Shit.
Okay. So you've been going to the doctor though?
Just twice, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I just barely found out I was pregnant not that long ago.
Do you feel sad or anything like that because you're giving your child up for adoption or not?
Yeah, but I mean, I even feel worse trying to keep it knowing the life I live, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how I was raised and stuff, so.
Who's this dude pulling up like this?
I'm doing an interview.
Okay, you can't do it on this property, ma'am.
All right, I'll be out of here right now.
Hey guys, no, you can't hang out there.
But yeah, so knowing the life I lived, I don't.
Hey, you see how rude a lot of these public officials is? Like, just it's like they bring their attitudes to the job. Like, I remember when I was homeless, I absolutely hated security. I hated security and a lot of police officers because I just felt like, they'll go out their way to try to make you feel some type of way, try to make you feel bad because, like, I understand that, we're homeless, but they'll like really like mess with you. Like, there's no reason she should have pulled up like that. Period. Honestly, that's how I feel. There's no reason this lady should have pulled up like that. So, um, it's always a power trip with these ladies. But let's keep it moving.
My kids to grow up in the same life,
Yeah.
So I'd rather the baby have a better life than what I ever
What would
had.
you tell the people that say, well, why don't you just have an abortion?
We can't have abortions no more.
Well,
It's against the law.
is it?
Hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But would you opt for doing that instead of giving it up for adoption?
Yeah.
You think that's a better?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't against the law anymore,
Alternative?
yeah, I would.
Your boyfriend said that he's gonna get a job and he's gonna get an apartment.
Mhm.
You guys haven't thought about maybe keeping the baby or not?
I mean, yeah, we have, but like that apartment is only gonna last for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know if we're both not doing what we got to do now, I know we're eventually gonna slip up later down on the road. You know what I mean? And I just rather have the baby somewhere stable than where the baby don't have to worry or.
And then you see how much fear she has of this security guard. Like, her eyes is like glued to this lady because, like, a lot of homeless people know that security, a lot of these people who be security officers and stuff like that are some of the worst people to walk the face of the earth. They're always on a power trip. You don't have to really be doing anything for them to mess with you. It's like they get off on, like, if you're sleeping or something, outside, which outside should be free, like, you should be able to go to a park and camp. But no, they'll come with their flashlights, wake you up, and say, you can't be here. Hurry up. I'm going to give you a time limit to get up out of here. It's crazy.
I don't have to worry about the baby being anywhere, you know what I mean?
Well, that's good that you're thinking about your baby, What do you guys do out here to survive, though? Like, how do you guys get money? How do you guys get fed right now?
I'm not gonna lie, we boost from the store.
Okay.
So, and just whatever people ask for, we'll give it to them, sell it to them, they'll buy it.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Where are you guys staying at right now? Just like
wherever.
behind any buildings, any random place?
No, it's like our friends' places and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you guys get bothered a lot by the security guards. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys can't kick it anywhere no more, huh?
Hell no.
If we have any younger viewers and they're thinking about running the streets or trying substances or anything like that, what kind of advice would you give them?
Think hard and long about your decision, because this isn't the life you want to live. I'm struggling. I know you'll struggle too. And being out here is not fun. It's too damn hot.
Exactly. A lot of kids nowadays think it's fun out here.
It's not.
Dangerous. Fun. It's dangerous. Very dangerous. But guys, this is all I got for this video today. Let me know what you guys think on the topic, on this reaction. And if you ain't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you guys in the next video. Over and out.